Big day inside of Raid Shadow Legends because we're pulling some Void Shards here on my boy Mutant Destroyer's account, and I have to tell you, we have not had the most luck for him lately, so today we need to bring it. Before I get into all of those details and many more about something that's coming tomorrow to the game, remember to download Raid with my QR code, my link in the description. It's going to get you 6 free champions, making it the best time to play Raid Shadow Legends. No joke right here, guys. This is the best time to play Raid. You'll get yourself 3 legendaries and 3 epics. 1 legendary from my code, 3 epics from my code, Ezio on day 7, and Pelops on day 1 with code RAID7. Download Raid today. It hooks me up and takes care of me. Thanks to Raid for sponsoring. Let's get into some of these pulls. Before we get into the pulls, I actually want to bring my boy a little bit of luck here to pull his clan boss rewards, because you know I'm the master of it. By the way, I got another legendary skill tome yesterday, bringing me up to 6 legendary skill tomes on the month right here for my pulls. Right now, though, things haven't started out good for Mutant. Oh, there it is right there, baby. Mutant Destroyer getting himself a Sacred Shard from my lucky pulls. Yes, that's 1 from the Transcendent and a Void. Very, very nice from a man right there. All right, we started out strong. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is what's coming to the game tomorrow, because Plarium has announced a 2x event on getting 6-star Perfect Souls from Eternal Soul Stones. This is on the 16th of March. And you know me, my account is all about soul stones. That's probably the most important thing for my account right now. More on that in an upcoming video, but also alongside there's going to be a deck of fate, which contains relic crafting materials for the current event relic group Wings of Winter. Contains the main objectives of the event will be to summon soul stones, and for gear hunter events. The deck of fate will not take part of the fusion. Those details were actually sent over by Mutant Destroyer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull 40 Void Shards for him. Reason being, we got some odds right here of pulling in Bayek. Beast Bayek Barbarian. You want this champion on your account. He's an actual maniac. And let's see, we don't have a lot of pulls here to get lucky, but he needs to do it for the Champion Chase tournament anyway. Let's actually see where he sits within the tournament. He is Champion Chase Tournament. Did he even start? 62. He's got some work to do right here, man. So let's see if we can get him some work, pulling a legendary or 2 here today. Rub the like button, give him some luck. Let's go. First 10 pull right here in the house. Can we get him a Actually, we're gonna have to come down here. Can we get him a Bayek, or at least a legendary? Odds aren't in his favor. The odds right now are 10 for 200. For getting a Void. So it's not in his favor. He did get himself 800 tournament points right there, having pulled in an epic. Remember, these are Voids, so you're getting more points for the fusion event, the Champion Chase. Another 10 right now. Let's go. Give my boy all the luck. There's another epic for him. Epics are nice. They're good for points. We want legendaries, though, for the actual pull. Another 800 because of the epic. Let's go with another one. Come on. Let's get him Bayek. Let's get him Bayek. Come on. I'm taking it slow. We don't have a ton of pulls today. We don't have a ton of pulls. I do want to, though, go do something on my account. Just as this is another epic right there, getting him another 800 points. So far, 2,400 points. Which means he's very close to getting this completed, right? Because each of these rares is worth quite a bit of points as well, because they are Void rares. Come on. At least another epic. Let's let him complete this event. There's another epic. 2 epics right there at the end. All right, so we did not get him the legendary. The luck is still not on the side of my boy Mutant, minus the Sacred Shard that we just pulled for him. But for the Champion Chase, it did get him where he needed to be to get the Fusion Champion. We actually got him exactly 3,500 points. He had 62 points of his own. So we can call that done, which is great, but we can't do anything more for him. Unfortunately, Bayek is not going to be his. Not today. All right, it all feels good because we're back over here on my account now. Everything feels good and fine. As you can see right here, I'm sitting on 13 Sacred Shards. I was very lucky for this Champion Chase event. I had to pull 0 shards. I didn't pull any. Well, I shouldn't say that. I did have to pull a couple of mystery shards, but I didn't pull anything else, and we were able to get there. We were able to do it through some of the fusion champions that we had and some things that we had laying around in missions, and we really just kind of scrapped together a reward right there. Now, you guys know that I'm all into the live arena, and I believe the live arena is closed right now. It's active in 19 minutes, but the point is, we've been looking a lot at my champions, and I have a few Nuker options on the account. My number one Nuker is Leonardo. Even over Marius, he is my number one. My number two Nuker is Marius. And at that point in time, my number three, but way down the line, was an Empress. I just don't have enough good gear for him to put him in what I need to put him in. It's unfortunate, but it's just how it is. I had to make the decision if I wanted to go with Empress or if I wanted to go with the Predator as my next Nuker. So we actually put together a little bit of a Predator build right here, which is as best as we could be right now. Definitely a lot of work to be done, but at the end of the day, it's at least a third option, so that when I'm in a battle and if I don't get to get Marius, because a lot of times people will choose Marius first, then I have to go with either Leo Empress or I have to go with Leo and now Predator. Predator has his masteries. He has his blessing. He has his relic. He does not have his skills. So what are we doing? We got to go get him his skills. And maybe it's not the most opportune time to do so, but the boy needs to get skilled up. It only takes 9 skill tomes. But like I said, I've already gotten 6 legendary skill tomes this month alone from Clan Boss. So this whole upgrade here is almost free, and I'm not waiting for it, boys. I'm not waiting. The Predator is now upgraded, level 4 across the board. He is looking strong. But now let's talk about something really quickly. My account, and where does it struggle? I don't struggle with champions. I have some really good champions for inside of the arena. Some really solid champions. Maybe she's missing a relic, I know, but we have some really solid champions here that can allow me to be very competitive inside of the arena. The problem is some of the gear and some of the blessings. So the Altar of Souls is going to be kind of a big deal for us as we get this 2 times. Remember, my Eternal Soul Stones, I have, you know, better odds, 2 times chances of 6-star souls. And we have these as well. My wish list is as follows. It's a solid looking wish list specifically for the legendaries. And if we want to look at champions to awaken, or at least my soul collection, how would it be if I got a Galeas? He'd be pretty cool. 6-star soul, like literally just sitting here, or a Naeus already has a soul, a Gizmak already has a soul, a Galthier. The problem is I just don't have the Siegfried, Garol. I just don't have the champions unlocked yet, but one day those will happen. But we struggle with gear, and even on some of my champions that I have, you know, he's got a nice 6-star soul. It helps make Leonardo just such a beast. Same with Arbiter, so quick, so beast-like because of that. But we need to get a bigger soul on Marius. We also need to get a bigger soul on the Predator. Now, lucky for me is there's a soul right here for the Predator sitting in the merchant right now. 2-star soul. I'm going to buy it because if the Predator is going to be my number 3 Nuker, he's going to need a better soul. So we just purchased that soul for him, and we can actually, let's go awaken him another notch. Boom. Basically putting a lot into the Predator, investing in him as another arena nuke. He is the meta right now. So when I'm starting to think about, oh, what am I going to buy in the shop? Remember, guys, I'm trying to spend around 200 bucks a month inside a raid for my progress. I really want to start looking for soul packs. I already buy the daily gem pass for the month, and the daily energy pass I buy twice a month. But maybe purchasing things like this would be more beneficial. Let's actually check out the value on this one right here. And as it sits right here, the silver and the souls that we're talking about, they only are a $25 value, as we see right here from Smiley over at Hell Hades. And well, they're asking 35 bucks, so really this is not a great deal. That being said, I may need to have to start picking up some of these bad deals to try and have these are terrible deals too, to try and have some of those opportunities. So this is a very good deal right here though, the Elite Growth Pack. I've gotten that twice. Yeah, that's it right there. It's the only soul opportunity, and although it's just a terrible deal, when you got 2 times Eternal Souls coming, it makes you wonder, should you actually pull it? Thing is, I already spent my 200 budget for the week, for the month. So I'm probably just gonna have to get lucky. And I could go to the market and I could buy 4 more. But it's gonna cost me all of the materials that I have right here to buy these Eternal Soul Essence, so that when Marius does hit the shop, I can get his 6-star soul. So I need to be very, very careful with that, and I don't want to misspend. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything in for Mutant today with his pulls. We did boost up our Predator, though. He's going to be looking pretty solid inside of the arena. Make sure that you tune in throughout the week. Tomorrow, we're going to be pulling those souls, hoping that we get lucky and get ourselves a nice 6-star soul for a Predator, a Marius, an Empress. You know, you get it on one of those nukers. I would also not mind getting a really nice 6-star soul on someone like Crixia, who's one of my favorites. Nell, a 6-star soul for when we finally get her relic. That's going to be sweet as well. Just make sure that you're here, because we hang out every day in Raid, and I want you guys to hang out with me.